Hey everybody, welcome into another edition of NXT on Tap. I am Scals. I will be joined a little bit later by Richie. I'm not sure if Ebby's going to be here or not, but we're here tonight for a live edition on the YouTube channel for NXT. Tonight is the go home show for Stand and Deliver. We have a couple big matches on tap tonight. You have the Fatal 4-Way for the number one contendership for the North American Championship, which has Lexis King, Wes Lee, Ethan Page, and Eddie Thorpe. Then you have the two final matches for the NXT North American Women's Championship ladder matches Stand and Deliver, and then we have a tag team gauntlet. So looking forward to the show tonight. I'm excited to see what they continue to do. NXT has consistently been one of my favorite shows of the week. It, to me, is the most put together product that is out there. So let's sit back and enjoy the show. About to get started. I see the intro coming up now. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody has a good evening, has a good holiday for whatever you celebrate. Let's see what we got going on. This. Oh, they're in Orlando tonight. I didn't realize they were going to stay in the. Oh, that's right, because next Tuesday they are in Vegas after Stand and Deliver. Oh, we got all four competitors in the ring first. They're not even going to give them entrances. They're just going to get this shit started right away. For the North American Championship, number one contendership, it's Stand and Deliver. Oh, and here comes Ricky Saints to come out and observe the match. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. No, I was kind of surprised that they put the belt on him right away. I thought there was going to be a little bit longer before they did that, but I get what they're trying to do. Oh, match is getting underway. Everybody, let Eddie Thorpe run right after Ethan Page. Wes Lee tried to go for a pin right away. Unsuccessful. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Hoping everybody's enjoying WrestleMania week. I know it started last night with Monday Night Raw, but we got a fun-filled week going on. Tomorrow night, we have The Boom, which is right after AEW Dynamite. And then on Thursday, we have a prediction show, which will be going on at 8 p.m. It'll be on our Twitch and YouTube channel. And then Friday night at 8:30, we will be having our NHL playoff preview with myself, Jamie, and Shadow. I will be joining the show a little bit later in the night, but Shadow and Jamie should be starting over at 8:30. That'll be on the Twitch and YouTube as well. And then Saturday, Sunday, Mania. So I hope everybody is joining it. Get into the match. Eddie Thorpe is controlling the tempo right now. He's taking out all three competitors, going for the pin on Lexis King. Pin was broken up by Ethan Page. Oh. Eddie Thorpe is a big focus in this right now. I wonder if they're actually going to give him a chance at this title. It seems like it would be something for him to do. Lexis King. Is Lexis King still? Yeah, Lexis King is still the Heritage Cup champion, so I don't know why he's really involved in this. Wes Lee is the longest reigning North American championship before Obafemi took that over, so I can see why he's interested. And Ethan Page just wants to have a belt. That's why he's here. Oh, Lexus King had all three of them lined up in the corner. They all moved. Lexus King put himself into the ring post. Maybe you should pay a little bit more attention instead of being trying crazy like he normally is. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new here, make sure you like the stream as well as subscribe to the channel. This way you can get notifications of when our future videos are. Ethan tried to pin Wesley. Wesley kicked out. Match continues on. What's going on, Cam? How are we doing tonight? Thanks for stopping by. NXT looks to be a good show tonight. We got some really good matches. I'm excited to see what they do to continue to build up Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver's card is stacked. We're going to have little predictions after NXT goes off the air tonight. Oh, look at this. Megaplex off the corner, all four involved. Crowd chant NXT. Love it. Wesley with the standing moonsault on Ethan Page. Eddie Thorpe breaks it up. Yeah, I'm chilling too. Just watching this, enjoying it. Good match to start off the night. See, you're more excited for Evolve than Dynamite. I'm more excited for the GCW, the collective with the WWE ID tournament. It's on at the exact same time as Dynamite tomorrow. I think I'm going to end up watching that over Dynamite. And I get to see who's going towards the WWE ID championships. Ooh, a little bit of a sloppy work there. Wesley going after Lexus King, taking them both out. Ethan Page and Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe blocks the move. Ooh. And there is the typical champion gets hit while he's sitting at ringside. All because of Ethan Page. What else is new? Ooh, Vicky Saints just got tossed from ringside. Yeah, it's on Triller TV tomorrow night, 8 p.m. They changed the start time of it. I believe it was supposed to be a little bit later, but they're starting it now at 5 p.m. In Vegas. So that'll be 3 p.m. over here. 8 p.m. over here, sorry. So I'll probably be in one of the stream yards with Jax watching it, and then I'll have Dynamite on my TV. So I'll watch both at the same time. I don't have Tubi TV, so I really can't watch Evolve.
But now we'll bring the desert treat, greens. They come the treat. Also, try greens dog food and toppers. No, not it's that. Nothing. It's going to be bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent so you can
All right, let me just get this set up. You're going to have somebody joining me here. Yes.
It's a 2-minute Chipotle sauce featuring our world famous Chipotle sauce.
Join the studio.
Now it's actually me talking about you. Fresh new Chipotle collection at Subway.
Okay, hold on. Let's get him in here so you can join with me and watch it. Thank you, everybody else, for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Everybody coming on out tonight. Hello, Eric. How are we doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. If you are new here, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Appreciate all of the support. All right. Do this.
Oh, sure.
Okay. It's frozen. It's not perfect. Where Cam is at. It's probably getting set up. Once it gets set up, that. Sorry, just trying to get everything situated. Sorry about that, guys. We still have the Fatal 4-Way match going on right now. It's a double submission going on. You have Ethan Page and Eddie Thorpe trying to submit Lexis King. And as he was going to do it, Wesley slides into the ring to stop Lexis King from hitting the mat. Eddie Thorpe breaks his submission, and then he goes after Ethan Page, taking him out. Okay, now we're going to do this. What's going on, Cam? How are we doing tonight?
What's up?
All right. I want to put in the private chat the link to the other StreamYards where I have it streaming. And you can just stay in the bottom of that one. This way you can watch the show. Are you on your phone or computer?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on your computer. Crazy match to start the show tonight. Ooh, a double pin. Both kicked out. What you been up to this week?
Not much. Same old same.
You guys had a good show last night on the watch along for Raw and then Table Spot.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got to go through and make some more clips from it. You like that I started doing that?
Yes. Yes. It was pretty cool.
see it now.
Yeah, I see it now.
There really hasn't been many spurts in this match where people go on the outside for long extended period of time like they normally do. Everybody's staying involved almost the entire match. I like it.
Oh my God, what was that? Twist of fate. It's over.
That was really only outcome that was happening after what happened earlier in the match. With Ricky Saints getting tossed out from ringside because of Ethan Page.
There's a sign behind him. All ego sucks. So I'm wondering what call-ups are going to happen after Mania.
It's hard because I have to see who's going to win the matches. Because I feel like you're going to have Julia and Stephanie both lose. Because you're going to have one of them we're going to have both of them get called up. Do we think we'll see a heel or a face turn at WrestleMania? Of who, Eric? Who you think is going to turn? That's what I want to know before I answer that question, because there's a lot of people that could be involved in this. Here he comes back.
Good grief.
That was a good camera angle. I liked how they did that. I think we're gonna, like I said, I think we're gonna see Stephanie and Julia both get called up. I think we will get.
I wouldn't be shocked if Lexus King gets called up.
Well, he's still a champion right now. He's still the Heritage Cup champion.
Oh, never mind then.
So if he gets called up, they're gonna have to have a way for him to lose. Who is this? Wow, I knew her face looked familiar.
They ain't going way back.
I could see her winning. Her winning at Stand Deliver.
Oh, Jordan Grace?
Yeah. I don't want to see Jada Parker win. I think it's too soon for her. I think she needs to get the North American Championship first. Look at that courtesy TNA Wrestling. Love it.
That's ridiculous. He's like 90% muscle.
She's insane.
Like, she genuinely scares me.
She looks so weird with straight hair, though. Because you got used to the curls.
Yeah.
I'm actually right there with you on that, Eric. I think we're going to see Seth join Heyman, but I think it's going to be them joining The Rock as well. Because Seth mentioned the same thing that Cena did. Said it's best for business. Those little hints that they never do nothing. They always do it for a reason.
Evolve. Evolve is so good.
Is that Brinley Reese? Yeah. Oh, she's new. Am I removing the other one now?
Yeah, now I'm on now I'm on my
laptop.
Okay. It's a pretty good opening match for NXT.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What are you looking forward to? Are you gonna watch Stand and Deliver this weekend?
In terms of what, like shows?
Yeah. Are you gonna watch the Stand and Deliver PLE?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even really watch much NXT, but I'll definitely watch it though.
Starts at 1 p.m.
Which is very odd, but yeah.
because they're in Vegas, so it's starting at 10 a.m. over there. It's freaking crazy. Kind of makes me think that we're going to see somebody from there show up on night one.
They're doing this Slammy Awards again too.
On Sunday, right?
I think so, yeah. They don't have a time yet.
That's weird. Aren't the Slammy Awards normally done at the end of the year? Or do they always do them on Mania?
No, they did it. They did one last year. So they started doing it last year.
I like that. It gives it a little something extra.
Yeah.
I know I'm
it's
not
just always
watching
it's just always at a it's just gonna be at a weird start time. Because last year it was like at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, it'll probably be 1 o'clock as well, because it'll start 10 o'clock over there. I know I went through and voted when I saw the matches, all the awards and everything. I gotta put together our predictions for WrestleMania for St. Louis. I'm gonna get to that tomorrow, so we'll have time to do it. Who do you think Randy's opponent's gonna be?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Who do you want it to be?
Alistair Black.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. I don't really want it to be someone returning, because I don't want them to have to take a loss when they first come in.
That makes sense.
I want it to be Nick Aldis.
So I could see that too. I mean, I think that just makes sense storyline wise.
It just all depends if Nick wants to wrestle or not. But I know
he's probably still in shape enough.
Oh, he is. I know he's enjoying doing what he's doing though with the GM and the producer, because he's been producing a lot of the main event matches and speed matches. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. We're about to get back on the show. They're just doing some promo work for the Hall of Fame, which starts really late this year. I don't like the fact that they didn't ask Sting about inducting Lex Luger.
Yeah.
But I get why, because they didn't want to ask AEW. Salt is annoying. The Hall of Fame is 2 hours after SmackDown is over. Look at this. So that means Stand and Deliver is going to be less than 3 hours long.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're not going to have it roll all over. What do you think of WWE not utilizing the pre-show for any matches?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a good idea. I mean, the show's going to be long enough, so, and I don't think anybody really wants to be on the pre-show. So,
I know, but everybody's like, well, they could have done the Street Profits match there, or they could have done the Andre the Giant Battle Royal there.
I mean, if those two were an option, I think I'd much rather have the Battle Royal be on the pre-show rather than Street Profits. You know.
So I like how they're making the SmackDown before almost an extension of the pay-per-view like they've been doing. That's just me, though. I like how they do that. They're trying to make those shows feel important. What do we have here? Who's this? Tatum Paxley. Who's she facing? Oh, it's for the ladder match. Okay. I think she'd be great in that match. I like Tatum Paxley.
You know, Tatum Pax is great, and them pitting her with Gigi Dolan was perfect.
Yeah, Shotzi was with them for a while. I don't know. She's supposed to go back to the main roster.
I think that's happening after Mania, probably.
Of course, they're going to put her up against. There you go, Ken. Sorry, I didn't see the chat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little advice, I think. They're not going to have Tatum beat her. There you go. I wouldn't be surprised if Lula makes this, if she actually wins the match. I'd much rather see it give it to like Soruka though. Welcome everybody. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This way you get the notifications of when we do go live. We go live every Tuesday for NXT on Tap. Normally it is just for the main event. Tonight it is a little bit of a special show, so we're going a little sooner. And then on Wednesday nights, right after AW Dynamite, we have The Boom hosted by KMG and Phil Khan and Metalcore. So WWE has stopped doing a lot of live events. They are limiting the dates that the wrestlers do work, and they are just trying to focus on stories on TV. They're trying not to do as many. They will continue to do them when they do go on like the European tours and different things like that. But most of the ones in the States, they will not be doing any more live events. Lola with the reversal there to the sleeper. Ooh. That one's bad. Tatum Paxley went under the ring to get away from Lola Vice. Actually pretty smart of her. Going to commercial break. There's now picture in picture. Tatum throws Lola back in the ring, goes after the arm that she just damaged. What is Will complaining about? What is he talking about? I don't even know who he's talking about. There he is. Live and fresh on camera.
Yeah, there.
You excited for the NFL draft next week?
Mm. I guess.
You're about as excited as I am, I guess. I mean, I should be excited. The Giants have a good pick, but it's the Giants organization where I know they screwed all up.
I mean, I'm hearing that Pittsburgh wants they want Shador Sanders, which I don't know about that idea.
What pick do they have?
What pick do they have? Let me check. #21st overall pick.
It's too far down for the Giants to trade. If they had like 7th or 8th, I would say the Giants would trade with them because then Giants would still get a good pick.
Yeah, so I don't know how they're going to pull that off, but good luck, I guess.
We don't need a QB now after all the QBs we signed.
Yeah. They were talking about getting Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, oh. Ew.
I think he still might go to Pittsburgh.
I hope not.
Have the Jets released him?
Yeah, they released him a while ago. As far as I know. Because I know they signed Justin Fields. And then
I thought Pittsburgh should have kept him.
yes. I do too. But you know.
I like Justin Fields.
I do
think
too.
he's
Like I said, I thought he did great. You know what I mean?
I think he's
But
going to be a good QB. It's just no one's really giving him a chance.
no. And that's unfortunate because, like I said, he definitely shined in Pittsburgh, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like the Giants signing of who they got? I can't think of his name right now. Not Russell Wilson. I hated that signing. Who else did they sign? What's the other QB? Used to be on Tennessee. Not Tennessee, Tampa. I can't think of his name. Let's see.
Jameis Winston?
Winston.
Yeah, he signed a 2-year contract.
I like the pickup of him. The Giants signed Zach Pascal? Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. I want them to go after the other wide receiver from Colorado. Not Hunter, the other one. He's projected to be like a 4th-round pick.
I heard something about us. I think there was a lot of talk about us trading TJ Watt, but I don't know.
Match is going pretty long. I love that they're giving the women time. Looks like she's getting a little tired, a little fatigued. She's not used to going these matches.
I was about to say she probably ain't never been in a ring this long.
Because I don't think they gotta be in there at least 12, 14 minutes. I love this move.
Yeah, it's so unique.
That was a smart move by Tatum there. What's going on, Will? How are we doing today? Yeah, I told you guys I was doing this. Cam was in the comments, and I dragged them in. Yep, there's the end of that. Will, who are you referring to for your tweet that you put out there? I was very confused. Lola Vice with the win with her backhanded chop. Whoever was in that locker room promo, there's a lot of people in there. I didn't know who you were talking about, though. The only one that was up front was Soruka. Or Izzy Dane. Oh, if you're talking about that was Izzy Dane. She's the one with she's a heel right now. She's with Sean Spears
Miss Sassy
and
Pants.
the Calling.
Yeah.
Miss Sassy Pants. Love it. I was like, no, we can't be talking about Soruka. She's like a surfer. Like that's somebody that they normally don't have.
No bread, no water, just meat. Wow. That's crazy.
You're getting innovative with some of these signs.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, that's a promo for each of them is gonna have a little promo. Nice.
Isn't this shit heel now?
She turned last week, yeah. When she attacked Stephanie. No one knew we were even back. Yeah. I love the fact that they're letting them cut promos in their
In their
native
own language. Yeah. Her English is really good.
Mhm. What's that? The trick? Yep.
Yeah. Called it.
Crash out trick. I think he should win the match, Javon Evans, because then it gives room for both Oba and Trick to go up if they want him. Even though Oba needs more time. I still think they missed the boat with Roxanne. She should have been up fighting Bailey at Mania. You should have Bailey and Lyra tag it together. What do you think about the news today regarding Mariah May?
I don't know. I don't know if I fully believe it. I mean, it was reported by Uncle Dave himself. I don't know. I have to believe it when I see it. She actually did. If she actually does leave, it'll definitely be a shock. That's for sure.
I know her dream has always been to be in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She said that.
I just don't know.
I don't think it's right now.
Quick.
I think it'll be later.
But the difference right now is you haven't seen her since Revolution. So something's going on.
I mean, I think they're just selling the fact that they had that whole trilogy finish or whatever. So it makes sense for her to be off TV right now. But if she's off, I would say this: if she's off TV another month, then something is not right. You know what I mean? So
Mhm. I still don't think she should have lost.
are you thinking Mariah should have retained?
100%. I mean, you know my feelings on Tony Storm, so
Yes, I'm very aware.
I hate the gimmick. Love the wrestler, just hate that gimmick. And I feel like it was all they did was make Mariah look like she was just a placeholder for Storm to come back
Oh yeah,
because she really
I
didn't
knew
do
I knew
anything.
that from the jump because when she beat her, when she beat her initially, it was great, and then when they went nowhere with it, I immediately knew the plan was for Tony to come back and beat her again. So
Right, that's why it would have made sense to have her retain and then Tony fight her again for it and win it there. She could have won it back and all in. And this way, Mariah would have had at least a little bit of a decent run. She would have defended against Tony Storm. She could have had another defense against somebody else in between. But that's just me, my opinion on it.
it's really not though.
Okay, that's
Interesting.
nice. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Tag team match on Stand and Deliver. Those three tag teams. The winner gets a title shot on Tuesday against Liv Morgan and Raquel, or the new champs.
I like this tag team.
Hank and Tank,
Hank,
they're awesome.
Hank and Tank.
And then now Roxanne has to find a tag team partner, which makes me think it's going to be Cora Jade.
Oh yeah, they're from Evolve. They're pretty good too.
They're on Evolve.
Yeah,
These are the
I mean
two that are typically with Wesley.
at least that's where I know them from.
They've been on, so they've been on Evolve. They've also been on TNA with Wesley.
Also, they're pretty busy then. Apparently,
Yeah, they've been all over the place. Wonder who we're gonna get to fight Praxium.
they're they're like what OTM was supposed to be.
Yes. Except OTM wasn't really that good.
No, I don't know. I don't know anybody like OTM.
Jax did not like OTM.
Dude's built like Mark Henry, but moves like D'Lo Brown. Like what the heck?
The guy on
The bigger guy, the
outside?
one who just tagged out, built like Mark Henry, but moves like D'Lo Brown.
has have you seen Mark Henry's son wrestle at all on Evolve? Has he been there?
No.
No, he wrestled someplace. I don't remember where it was.
He's signed to WWE?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was quick.
That was a quick match.
Yeah, but it's a gauntlet match, so
Oh, okay. I was about to say that was a quick match.
Oop, the calling. So this is gonna be Nico and Brooks. This really is all about Hank and Tank. I feel like they're gonna come out and win.
Yeah, they were the first tag team to come out. They got the longest entrance.
The Angelo family's on the way. They're going against Dead Space, Dark State. That's what it is. Dark State.
Do you ever think Chase U would get back together?
They keep trying. We've seen Andre Chase a lot, but he hasn't won any matches. He keeps losing. They released Duke Hudson.
Yep, I heard about that.
And we haven't seen Thea Hale since this happened.
I think they will because I feel like they'll be a big deal on the main roster. So
I don't think they would have released Duke Hudson if they were planning on him. NXT always goes fast because it's nonstop. They go from backstage segments to matches to promos to everything. They get a lot of stuff done. It has been well. The show has been amazing today.
that's how Evolve is. Like Evolve has like next to no promos. It's just all wrestling. Like they'll have probably one promo like an episode. Think last week they just had like their first like in-ring promo. That was about it.
Oh, I was wondering if they're going to have a pinfall during the picture-in-picture.
That'd be wild.
That'd be That would be crazy. How many matches are we gonna have on Stand and Deliver?
So this is to determine the number one contenders, right?
Yes, this is to determine number one contenders for the tag team against Fraxium. for Stand
Fraxium,
and
yeah.
Deliver. Right now,
Fraxium.
right now, there's only 4 matches posted on the website. 1, 2, 3, 4. This match will make 5. The women's tag match is 6. I feel like that's where it's going to end. I feel like 6 and 3 hours is going to be good because they'll probably end the show around 3:45.
So they got the ladder match for the women's North American Championship, fatal 4-way for the women's title,
The triple
tag team
threat
championship match, yeah, the triple threat for the NXT championship, and then Ricky Saints and Ethan Page for the North American title.
3. Yeah, it's 6. Yeah, that feels like it's going to be it. I don't think they would do more than that.
Let's say do a random impromptu match, which I don't see happening.
I think we're going to see that more on WrestleMania.
Oh, he's
than we would
bleeding.
here. What?
He's bleeding by the mouth. You'll see.
Ooh. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably where he got cut open.
Ooh.
Cut his lip on the corner of the table.
Hank started out as a security guard in NXT, and they evolved into a wrestler.
Gotta watch out for them security guards. They always be the ones.
Fraxium is fine.
WWE, they always had the security guards that end up being superstars in the long run. His haircut reminds me of one of the headbangers. I don't know why.
Hank. Oh, the ref didn't see it though.
Nope, didn't see it.
That was great.
Kick out. Kick out. There you go.
This is actually a great match between these guys.
I feel like they kind of spared the first tag team because they
Come on, Richie.
know
How we doing?
Good.
How's doing?
You missed
Hello.
a good show so far.
It's all right. I've been keeping tabs. You know, it's stand and deliver build up. We gotta stand and deliver for stand and deliver.
They've
I didn't-
added.
I didn't think it was that bad.
They added. So far, it'll be look like 3 matches to stand and deliver tonight because of the show.
Okay, so then this is the tag team turmoil, right?
Yeah, the gauntlet. This is only the 3rd team in it too, so I don't even know how many more teams are involved. I think there's 2 more still.
Think it's going to be just NXT teams, or do you think we'll get a surprise?
I think it's just going to be NXT teams.
Alrighty.
Who do you think it would be if they called it what, Mello and Miz?
Nah,
The
could
New
be,
Age Outlaws.
could be Hardys if they really
Oh, the
want
Hardys.
to
I forgot
throw a
about them.
curveball.
Yeah,
It looks like they're building Hank and Tank though, so I'm not mad at that.
Hank and Tank.
now they could do Mello do Miz though. That actually would be cool.
I think they're going to push them out of the gate post WrestleMania. Jeez, pitch, perfect drop kick.
What in the world was that?
He reversed it. Nice.
He reversed it to like a belly to belly. That was sick.
That's what happens when you part of no quarter catch crew. You just suplex people out of any position.
In QCC with Orton Jr.
Orton Jr.
Younger Randall.
Young Randall, that's right. That's
Young
right.
Randall.
Well, my friend and I, we would always call Randy Orton Young Randall, even when he grew older, because it's like we've seen it since he was like 23. So it's like, oh, he's just young Randall.
Mhm.
So this is younger Randall.
It's weird how so much he looks just like Randy Orton. It's weird.
and the way he moves in a ring, it's very similar.
It's very methodic, very like I don't want to say Viper like because I feel like that's cliche, but it's like he has great ring awareness like Randy did and still does.
They are a lot of fun to watch, bro. Hank and Tank is a great tag team.
Again, it's the alliteration. That's what makes great tag teams. If you rhyme, then you're good.
They showed for Axiom before.
Are they
Axiom's
fine? Are they okay? That was my next question. Are they fine?
Not on Twitter, but tonight they're fine.
Nobody's ever fine on Twitter. Let's be honest.
It was going back and forth. They had they were showing images of Seth turning on Roman last night again with the chair. And Frazier's like, I could do this to you. And Axiom's like, no, you can't. My spidey senses will kick in. And then he shows a picture of when he was standing behind him when they were watching the soccer game that one time with the chair. and then all the fans were having a meltdown because like Fredson is not fine.
Well, I mean, Frazier is Rollins' student.
Yeah, that's exactly what people were saying. It's like you got to know who he learned from.
Does that mean Axiom's the next tribal chief? Because I'm for that. I'd watch that. Axiom is the tribal chief.
They're like heavy machinery. Both people could work.
Oof! Don't do that to Tucky.
Turkey. He's a coach now.
Yeah,
like
good for
coach.
him. I know this can work.
Oh, more picture-in-picture. I'm glad they do this on CW because I know when they first started showing they weren't doing this. A lot of people were upset.
Younger Randall can fly.
He has that good drop kick, but Randy does too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Imagine he just says he's like, nah, I got that from Bob Holly. doesn't get it for Randy.
He's so funny on Twitter too because he's partially deaf.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you knew that, Cam.
I did not know that.
Miles Morton is partially deaf, so he can't hear, and he makes comments all the time on Twitter, like, "Oh, that reaction was so loud that I could almost hear it."
Yeah, and like another one was he's like, Randy can hear voices. I can't hear. Sheesh. They even did a video when Randy visited NXT when he was facing Javon Evans, and he was like trying to do like the Orton pose, and Randy just walks in and just adjusts his arms a little bit, and just pats him on the back.
Yeah, I saw that. That was hilarious.
A lot of people want to see like Randy turn heel, but it's like, to be honest, I'm having fun watching Dad Randy Orton just chill. You know, he just wants
mean,
to.
I want to see it too, but he's really just enjoying the fact that he was even able to come back at all after his injury. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he just wants to wrestle and play Elden Ring. You know, that's pretty dope.
My favorite Orton was the one during the pandemic when he was doing all this stuff in the backstage with like the janitor's closet and all that stuff, like just out of nowhere. Like that was a fun one for me.
Yeah. When he was captain, when he had the Captain Cold goggles on and just like hit the lights. Yeah. I still think Randy's like pretty underrated in a lot of ways.
Well, because they had him set up a specific way
Mhm.
when Vince had control and everything. Like Vince only wanted him to do certain things.
Mhm.
Now I feel like Triple H gives him a little more freedom with his character development and what he can do.
Mhm.
And the fact that the punt is back.
They teased it. It just kind of depends on who gets the first licks out of it.
I think it was going to be KO.
No, it was definitely gonna be KO, but that can't really happen now.
KO is going to get a second opinion on it.
Mhm.
Randy Orton's doctor. Randy Orton sent him to one of the specialists that he used for his back to get a second opinion on it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's gonna be cleared for Mania.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. So, like, just to confirm everything, make sure that what he needs to do is what he needs to do.
Yeah.
There's no way he's getting cleared for me.
Yeah, because I thought when because I know he was talking to the docs on the Monday after he announced his whatchamacallit, his injury. And then like people were started running, like a couple people in my comments of my videos were saying, "Oh, he's out 2 to 5 years, 2 to 5 years." I'm like, who's saying this? I haven't
It
heard.
was on a Facebook post that referenced PW Insider as the source.
Okay.
But it was proven that those posts were fake.
Don't you mean
because a lot of people were saying that too. I did see that.
Don't you mean predetermined? We don't use the F word here.
But I'm not talking about the sport itself.
I'm buzzing your chops. Come on now.
But everything that I heard, I know he hasn't had surgery yet too.
Mhm.
But people were saying that he already went through successful surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And he was
which
like,
was quick because like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's like, I haven't done yet.
Mm-hmm. Like the last team right here.
Hank and Tank are being put through it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to build the team that's going to stand and deliver.
There's only 4 teams in it.
Well, they said they were the 5th and final team.
Are you ahead of us then?
This is Briggs and Yoshi that came out.
Yeah, they're just coming out for us.
Yeah, they Vic said it was the 5th and final team.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, who is this sumo wrestler looking dude? What in the world?
Inamura? He's amazing.
He's one of the young guys from Noah with the partnership over there.
This dude is built like a Lego brick. My god.
Not the 1x1 piece Lego brick.
He's the 4x2 piece.
I feel like Josh Briggs is going to be one of those random main roster call-ups we're going to see later this year.
Probably. There's going to be some where it's going to be like, okay, that's obvious. They've been need to be called up, and there's going to be some that are going to be like, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Like the Kiana James one kind of took me off guard when she got drafted.
Yeah, I was like that. That was very
Show's been
random.
actually really good, Jax. Had some really good matches so far. Yeah, Kiana James, that was weird. But then she had to go. She went out because she had surgery.
Yeah, she got injured.
Didn't she like
Yeah,
break her leg or something like that?
Yeah,
Something
like
crazy like that?
she did something with her leg. She posted a video on her recovery process.
yeah. And while she was out, she got a boot job too.
Mhm.
She
Of
figured while
course.
she was out as well.
It's natural.
That was
They
like
all-
Corey
they all
Jade when
pretty
she
much
did.
do it. Yeah.
Corey Jade was out for
Good grief.
So did you see that they're doing either a triple threat or a fatal four way at Stand and Deliver for a women's tag team championship title shot?
Yeah. So a triple threat tag, and then Roxanne came up and complained.
Yeah. So if Roxanne finds a tag partner, aka Corey Jade,
Mhm.
it'll turn into a fatal four way.
Oh my god.
Hurt. I felt that here.
If I had a nickel for every tag team gauntlet that had the first people that come out be the winners, it'd be 2 people, which isn't a lot,
Mhm.
but it's weird that happened twice.
It's not that weird that it happened twice. It's weird that it happened twice in 4 days.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you have a pretty nice little stack of quarters then. It happens quite often.
Well, it happened on SmackDown too for the women's.
Exactly.
Welcome
Yeah,
in,
This
Craze.
was the quickest one.
Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support. We're doing pretty good tonight. We're enjoying NXT. It's been a really good show. I got Cam to watch, even though he normally doesn't watch it.
Well, I figured it's Mania week, so I'm trying to consume as much wrestling as humanly possible.
I don't think there's a problem with that this week.
Especially we got AEW tomorrow, Evolve tomorrow.
All
TNA.
the collective.
Yeah. A lot of wrestling.
TNA, is there Impact at 8 p.m. or is it just Resurgence at 10 p.m.?
I think Resurgence was on Friday or Saturday.
No, it's Thursday night at 10 p.m.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know. Is there regular 8 o'clock show?
Yeah, there should be.
We got 4 hours of TNA.
Mhm.
And we have all the GCW collective that's
Mhm.
on Triller TV.
We do, but I did just find the last minute entrance for the final qualifier tonight. Don't worry, you guys will know when our music comes. Just teasing us.
Let's see the guessing game of who will be in this ladder match.
She's amazing on Evolve. Callie Armstrong, amazing.
I've heard very good things. Oh, we got Obafemi coming out on my end. Ooh, cliffhanger.
Yeah, you're about 15, 20 seconds ahead of us.
I'm already in commercial.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes peeled before they go to commercial. That's all I'll say.
Oba.
It's the Oba.
You see, I'm an Oba feminist. I'm a fan of Oba.
Ooh. I see what you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, they have a match tonight.
uh,
I think they have a match tonight against the family.
oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't sure if it was tonight or the pay-per-view.
Now, the PLE has 6 matches
Mhm.
going on right now with what they just added tonight.
Yeah. Got Dark State.
The good version of Retribution.
That you can't say they're the good version yet. They just had one match.
But they've done a lot more than what Retribution did.
The Retribution used the chainsaw. Until I see like a chainsaw being
That
used,
that was their second showing, and then
Yeah.
that was downhill from there.
it was downhill when they did the Molotov cocktail thing. That was their
That was
first night. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, because it was something you've never seen.
It was dumb.
Every time you play at Wind Creek Bethlehem, you'll experience the unforgettable. The hottest games, and the biggest winning moments. Casino playing, upscale gourmet, hotel staying,
I was just watching clips of Jamie Hayter beat the brakes off of Billy Starks.
in every hand.
That's crazy.
Where's she been relegated to?
Wind Creek Casino.
She's in the Owen Hart tournament.
Yeah.
She's probably the favorite.
Yeah,
You think?
for sure.
Yeah, because
Ladies?
Mercedes and Athena are facing next week. Then you have Jamie. Then you have Statlander on the other side of the bracket. So I feel like
You think you're going to have Jamie Hayter beat Mercedes?
it could even be as possible as Mercedes versus Athena. That could end up as a draw. Then Statlander and Jamie become the final.
That could be a way to protect Athena. Because Mercedes doesn't like losing in AEW.
Oh, who says that? She don't book herself.
Okay, sure.
You think she books herself?
I think she has a big say in what happens with her matches. Yes.
Why didn't she become AEW Women's Champion then? Why doesn't she go the Bob Holly route and just beat everybody for all belts?
She has 4 belts. I think she did that already.
Oh, why stop there? Why not the AEW Women's World Championship?
Because TK actually had some balls and told her no on that one.
Come on. You can't just be like, oh, that's the time. That's the time.
Yeah, because they had a story planned out with Mariah May and Tony Storm.
Okay.
She definitely has a lot of say.
She
in
does
her
have say.
writing.
I don't think she books herself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then
even
why hasn't
Harley.
she-
I mean, Harley Cameron gave her props about the puppet, and that got Harley over.
How do you not have Harley Cameron just beat her? How do you not have her pull off and have the surprise victory over her just for Mercedes to get it back a week later? What does it matter? It would not hurt Mercedes at all.
That's short-term thinking, though.
Yeah, but now where's Harley been since then?
She just got Athena and the Owen. She lost, but now she's still building her character. Because if you go with the hot hand too early and then you don't have a follow-up after the fact, then it's going to be all for nothing.
That's true.
Because if you just hot shot something just to hot shot it and then you just lose it back, then people are like, all right, we just accomplished that goal. So what else is there for her to do? Because she got the goal already.
I think a prime example of that is Osprey and Ricochet. They did that off the bat when they were like, "Oh, this is the dream match."
Yeah.
And then it's like, now what?
Yeah, that's the thing. And then Ricochet did the cool pivot with his character. So.
I don't think we're ever going to see Harley Cameron in a title picture again now.
Depends how they book her from here on out.
I think they missed the opportunity with it.
I mean, it was only her first title opportunity.
Yeah, she's only been wrestling for a short time, and she's never won a match before. So, wouldn't that have been the time to surprise to do it? That's just my thing.
Yeah, but then you have people, it's like she didn't win a match before then. She might have won one match, and then she wins the title. That's exactly what people criticize AEW for, and now they didn't do it, and now it's still criticizing it.
I'm criticizing because Mercedes has not lost a match yet in the year and a half, 2 years that she's been there.
It's only been a little over a year.
She started. Oh, she came in May,
Mhm.
so it's not a year yet. But
Yeah.
since she has gone away from WWE,
Mhm.
I think she's lost one match, and the only reason she lost that match is she got injured in it.
Star power, baby.
She doesn't have it though.
What do you mean by that?
If she did, they would be drawing better numbers when she is on TV.
The women's division has been better booked since she's been there.
Yeah, because they hired somebody for writing for her.
Yeah, and again,
so that right there proves that she has a say. If they brought somebody in specifically for her, for her stories,
and they expanded the women's division from there because it's night and day before Mercedes came to AEW and after with the display of how the women have been treated.
Really, it's still one match a night.
No.
No. I want you to name me a show where there was more than one women's match on a card, not a pay-per-view.
Last week on Collision.
On Collision?
Yeah.
Before that, because I can guarantee you the last time was probably about 6 months before that.
No, not even close.
100% it is.
No, not even close.
They don't give the women time. The only reason they're getting time right now is because of the Owen Hart tournament.
They've gotten time before then. Then we got Dockside.
4-on-2. Interesting.
You'd think they know better starting in the NXT parking lot.
Apparently not.
It's the most dangerous place on earth. I don't like this stuff.
This is a very clean backstage area before they demolished it.
Oh, here comes the other ones.
Oof.
It's the white tank tops versus the black tank tops.
It's kind of like, in laser tag, they give you the different colored vests when you go in.
Jeez.
Got to make sure you're fighting your own team.
It's almost like shirts for skins.
All we need is just a hoop, and then we got a good basketball game going.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oof.
Okay.
He's hitting his own teammate.
Right.
It's very chaotic.
And now they're outside again. The other side of the building.
Rental car.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh, center block?
that was a real cinder block. That car is now dented.
Goodbye.
Oh. Oh.
You heard that too.
Mm.
They called the
You were
cops.
swinging for the fences.
Yeah. Gotta call the cops in this situation. Doesn't the guy Tony D'Angelo's white tank top guy kind of look like a baby version of Karen Cross?
Yes. That's Luca Crucifino. That's Chelsea Green's lawyer on Twitter right now against Nick Aldis for what happened last week.
He's had a couple matches on Evolve too.
I don't know why. Every time I watch the D'Angelo family, I just want to watch my cousin Vinny. It's a good movie.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do we think that Stacks is turning on Tony soon enough?
I mean,
Probably.
they've been foreshadowing it for a little bit.
I can see them pushing Luca as a singles too, just based off how they're pushing him on Evolve. So
I want Tony to get called up, but I want him to get called up as the family. I don't want him to go by himself.
they'll put him with somebody new.
Or somebody old who's not doing anything. They'll rebrand a tag team match and Alpha Academy becomes the new family.
Otis.
Yeah, why not?
Otis and
That'd be
Zawa.
interesting.
That'd be awesome though, because Otis is like a legit like Olympian. I think D'Angelo has a Greco-Roman background.
He does.
I just want them to focus on the tag division.
I feel like they've been doing a better job at it.
SmackDown, yeah. Raw, not so much.
Yeah, New Day needs those tag team titles.
I think you're gonna win them.
Yeah, it's a bummer that they kind of stalled New Day a little bit after the turn, because they didn't really do anything with them for like a month, pretty much. After that,
Yeah, I think that 100% was a taped segment, Eric. I don't think they would have done it any other way.
oh, I got a fun story. So I went to Great American Bash in 2008. I was with the John Cena JBL parking lot brawl. And they felt like, so it's like you see like everything, like the brawl that happened, and then they did the live finish. Apparently they filmed the brawl in the parking lot the night before, and then they just did the finish live.
I think I've seen that before on a couple other things too, where they've done that. But it's pretty smart to do it that way.
You know, it saves time, effort. You know, all you need, like, you don't need to worry about like tracking camera shots too. Don't need to do like the Raven golf cart thing and cut the power line.
Because that definitely has happened before where
Oh, this is a nice video. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah, because you're probably 10 seconds ahead of us.
Yeah, but not gonna spoil this nice moment.
Because we are on commercial.
Yeah, I am knee deep in this video package.
oh, okay. They had a really good one for Julia earlier.
I saw like she had like a sit down interview like thing promo.
Mhm.
I saw her at Forbidden Door last year.
So did WWE. That's how she got signed.
Yeah, allegedly. Well, she did the whole story. She did the whole timeline in that interview that dropped a couple days ago, saying it was good old Shawn Michaels.
WWE was like, interesting.
Like they're like, I hear you. However,
Yeah, WWE was like, yeah, we can't afford that.
yeah, WWE can't afford that. That's like saying Disney can't afford to buy like any property.
Right.
I'm still kind of ticked off because have you guys ever heard of the Disney show The Weekenders? Like they don't have that on Disney Plus, and I'm just like, what do we need to do to get that on Disney Plus? Because I used to watch that like so much as a kid.
I was there for that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Just got random replicas. Right?
The sign in the back: no bread, no water, just meat.
Yeah. I was telling Scales about that earlier. I was like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hank and Tank are very good.
Hank and Tank. I would love for them to get called up and really like revive the tag division on Raw.
Are they having a draft this year? Do we know?
Yes.
From what
As far as
I
I know, it's on their schedule. So
Okay.
it's going to be in May.
Yeah, because I don't really have much expectations because I was just like last year, I'm like, nothing's going to change. And then pretty much nothing changed.
no, smart man. Keep your expectations
Yeah,
low.
yeah. I think the biggest change was like Braun switch brands from SmackDown to Raw. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
I fully expect them to put Cody on Raw.
It
He's there half the time anyway.
Yeah.
things changed. It's just that they changed so much that it's the same people just went to the other shows.
That's how the drafts used to be, though. Like you'll have like your guys that were there forever, and then like one or two main eventers, and then everybody else just switches to the other show. Like they did that in like 2009, 2010. It's like it was like Edge was the mainstay, and then it was like Jeff, Punk, Umaga.
Yeah.
Just like all these people.
Y'all remember when Triple H got drafted to SmackDown for a brief second, and then immediately drafted back like the same
I love
night?
it. Yeah, that was good.
That was wild.
And then like him being worth like 3 other draft picks, like the Dudleys and Booker T, is just crazy.
Nuts.
And Booker T's character at the time was just like, I hate being on SmackDown.
I'm gonna be my own appointment. I don't believe she can do that. No, she can't. Roxanne, that's not how this works. And one of you is like, why not? Look, how bad do you want this? Okay, pretty bad, Ava. But it's really interesting. Bad enough to say, I'm sorry.
Roxanne's like the little sister of NXT now.
She's like in that place where it's like Braun was like in NXT for a year or 6 months longer than he really needed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, that didn't hurt him because he's like crushing it now.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Core Jade.
Yeah, can't wait for Dom to be IC champion. That's gonna be nice.
Him and Finn feuding for that title, I think, is going to be great.
Yeah, like I could see Dom pinning Finn either by accident or on purpose.
Oh, I could see it the other way around.
Finn pinning Dom by accident?
No, Finn pinning
I could
Dom,
see
that starts the official breakup.
I could see Finn hitting the coup de grace and then Dom coming in, throwing him out,
Yeah,
pinning whoever. 1, 2, 3.
yeah. I think they want to protect Braun as much as they can.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why it's a fatal 4-way, so he doesn't get the pin or get
Yeah.
pinned. I'm not sure if they would pin Penta, but I just want to see him do the Penta
No.
shuffle down the WrestleMania ramp. That's gonna
Yeah.
be dope.
Yes, he is, Jim. Yes, he is.
Well, I mean, he did wear that chef hat.
There you go.
I like that's how, like in canon, the Undertaker beat him so bad at WrestleMania 25, he went to headquarters to become a chef. They don't show you that in the Running Up That Hill video package.
Is the WrestleMania entrance ramp this year going to be freaking 30 miles long?
Have you seen the pictures of it?
No, I've seen the beginning like construction, but I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, I'm trying not to look at spoilers so much.
They usually reveal it like the Thursday or Friday before, right?
Something
'Cause
like that. Yeah.
They do like a Twitter or YouTube video, just like doing the whole light up segment.
Yeah.
I think they did like Dude Perfect one year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Pat McAfee where he punted it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "How did he make it in?" Yeah, it's cold. It was pre-cut. There's no way he's kicking it from there. He's good and all, but
He's not Mr. Perfect.
Right.
Would be funny, speaking of Mr. Perfect, with Dom, if he wins the IC title, he's going to win the title for the first time in the same event that his dad won the IC title from the first time. Because Ray won it WrestleMania 25 for the first time.
there you go.
And Mr. Perfect, Curtis Axel, you know, father-son
Yeah.
champions. You know, you have all these people who work all year round to get WrestleMania matches, and here comes El Grande Americano out of nowhere getting a Mania match. Didn't have to go through NXT, nothing.
He's an American hero. What can I tell you?
He is. I've seen the photos.
Everybody's like, Chad Gable's never had a singles match at Mania.
So funny story. I think I told you this, gals, but I said if I got to 10K followers on TikTok,
Mhm.
I would buy the El Grande Americano mask. And I got like an update that it's not coming to me till July.
Oh,
And
Wow.
I'm just like, come on. I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna get here sooner, but I'm like, I'm not gonna have it for Mania. Come on.
you were ready to wear it for Mania.
I was so prepared. But for the bit, my buddy and I, our food for Mania, it's only the sponsors that they show. So it's like Papa John's, Slim Jim, Minute Maid,
Wingstop.
Wingstop Prime. That's pretty much that. Those are the only things we could eat. We have to do it for the bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I like. Is it's like watching it with like hardcore fans is cool, but watching because my friend is like 1 foot in like casual, 1 foot like on like the internet side. Like watching it with someone who's genuinely excited for it is just like so much fun.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like everyone's excited for it. He does hate the one. Do you know like if you're in a bear hug and you do like the clap to get out of it?
Oh, when they like clap their ears.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
hates that move so much. Like every time he sees Damian Priest do it, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. All right, just giving you guys a heads up. I'm back from commercial.
I'm sure somebody made them for 2K25.
I'm not sure if they're DLC or not. I don't think they are. Penta's actually DLC this year.
He is. And so is Jordan Grace, I think, too.
And 3 NBA players to be named.
Yeah, but I mean, we've already figured out who 2 of them are.
I don't care. I don't watch NBA.
The first wave is coming on May 14th.
Yo,
and
but
it's going to be MCMG, Julia, and Stephanie Bakir.
And they even have Abyss in there, so I'm curious to see how that looks.
June 25th is Abyss and the Great Khali, and then 3 NBA stars.
I can't wait to make my Abyss Great Khali tag team in universe mode.
Which will
And then-
probably be Jalen
That's a
Brunson,
wild statement.
Halliburton, and then they'll probably do Trey Young.
Hmm.
Those are the 3 that have been on the WWE TV.
Well, we got a 6-man tag for Stand Deliver.
What's 6-man tag?
It's you're gonna find it. They're gonna flash it on the screen.
Hank and Tank.
Oh, so it's 7 matches now. Okay.
4-way tag. Oh, it's the tags of elimination. Okay.
The women's?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm hoping Gigi and Tatum win that.
Yeah, they're a good team.
But then
I think
again,
it's
I'm
gonna be-
biased because I like Gigi.
I think it's going to be
so.
Lash and Jakara.
I mean, they've been hyping up Roxanne and Cora up a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And then whatchamacallit, then like Cora turns on Roxanne after, and then
Again?
you get Roxanne's write off. Oh, that's a nice surprise. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Was it Thea Hale?
No.
Oh.
Chase you.
I was right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't want
You
to spoil
said
it.
no.
I don't want to spoil it for everybody. Come on, I gotta have like some things be a surprise. Oh, okay. I like the championship. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's not sanitary.
She's facing Carmen Petrovic. Okay.
I miss Duke Hudson.
Oh, this is the original Thea Hale, the crazy
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she can't be like a part of Chase U because they went like they went bankrupt for money laundering or something like that.
Right now he's still in like a slump. He's still soaking over the loss of Chase U, and those 2 guys that he was talking to are trying to bring him back into it and trying to bring and revive Chase U, but he can't get out of his own way. Every time he's in a match, he always does the Chase U, and then he loses focus and loses the match.
He's kind of bumming it out. Got shaggy long hair now.
Yeah, like bum ass Corbin.
He doesn't.
No, Bum Corbin didn't really have any hair. Like he tried, he fought the good fight, but that was not hair. I don't know what that was.
It was fuzz.
That's not hair though.
It is hair.
That's 5 o'clock shadow on the head.
He had the peach fuzz.
Yeah. And then he got lucky in Vegas, and that's how the character ended. And I was so
Nice.
mad because I was like, that was like Bum Corbin was like the best.
That was his best gimmick.
I think Wolf Dogs is a close second.
I liked Wolf Dogs. They were dope.
I'm torn. I like Carmen Petrovic, but I'm glad that Thea's back. I don't know who I want to win this match.
Thea Hale for me. I like Carmen too, but nah.
It's nice to see Thea back. I was getting worried for a little bit.
But she's been doing stuff on YouTube and Instagram with her coffee thing.
And she's been doing like the NXT live events, I believe. Booker T randomly putting himself over on commentary is one of my favorite things. I know people don't like Booker, but Booker just like, I don't know, he just tickles me.
Booker's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Raw recap with special guest Dominic Mysterio. Interesting.
I've actually seen a couple of those, like they're like little like after show podcasts. I skipped just until the interview, and then I just X out because Sam Roberts, I don't know, he rubs me the wrong way.
There's the hell winning.
That was quick.
Well, I mean, she got the Kimura lock. She's been learning from Brock, and yes, I know she's been doing it before, but come on now. I just like in the head canon that Thea Hale just went to like somewhere in Canada to train MMA with Brock.
It's actually a pretty good transition today.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And Jamie disagrees. I like the transition. Yeah, the setup to get to the move was a little messed up. I don't know if that was on the or but
I don't understand the concept of like the face-offs because it's just like, all right, we're all here. Now what?
oh, they had the championship up there. I didn't realize that.
I haven't seen the Peacock documentary of WrestleMania 9 yet. Is it good?
From what everybody has been saying, yes. I haven't watched it though.
All I saw was the clip of people calling Hogan a liar, and I'm like, all right, that tracks.
That just makes it better. That just makes it great already.
Brother.
Just want to watch Bret Hart because I don't know why. Like Kevin Nash interviews and Bret Hart interviews are two of my favorite things to watch. Because Bret Hart just like buries everybody, and Kevin Nash is just like, yeah, but I made money.
I think that's just Brett's favorite pastime. Just bury everybody.
Yeah. Except himself.
Oh yeah, no, he made himself
Yeah.
like $1 million bucks.
Oh my god, he's like the perfect like worker. I remember reading his autobiography. He kept saying like ripping apart Dave Meltzer. I'm like, bro, it's your book. Like, why are we focusing on this? I don't know why it just tickled me. I wonder when that number 1 match is going to be released tomorrow on the WWE YouTube page. Because number 2 today was Brett and Stone Cold, which kind of surprised me.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'd pop if he appeared at Mania.
That would be insane.
Yeah, like imagine a Rock and Stone Cold face off.
Oh my god. The place would go insane.
Yeah. Then Stone Cold stuns Cody, and then that's Rock, Stone Cold, and Cena as heels.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
I bought the so there's this shirt because they're selling like a bunch of different like Mania shirts and Hall of Fame shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
So I bought Brett and Stone Cold's WrestleMania 13 matches is going into Hall of Fame. So they're selling like special like merch or whatever on the shop. So I bought a Stone Cold shirt that has this. I think on the
Oh,
front of it says Austin 316, and it's like bleeding.
yeah,
And then on the back of it, it's him when he was bleeding when he was in the sharpshooter.
yeah.
It's sick.
I think it's a re-release because I think he wore that like in like '98 or something like that.
Oh yeah, that I didn't know.
Yeah, like I remember seeing that shirt with like him just wearing it's like the Blood Austin like on the back and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's sick.
So it's pretty dope.
Like, and apparently the blood wasn't supposed to happen either.
That's,
Like
that makes it even crazier.
It's even better.
Yeah, they because they had like a strict no blading policy, and Brett and Steve are like, all right, we won't tell anybody. That's what happens when you use blood. You get over.
See if I can only stand for matches set up. Drake's coming out first.
Hey, look, man, let's talk about it. I've been doing a whole lot of thinking lately about who I am.
He really oiled up his arms for this face-off. He's really shiny, looking like a rare Pokemon card. I actually know I did open like a Pokemon card pack like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, this card's neat. I looked up the price, and it's like, without it being graded, it's like $70.
There you go.
I'm just like, all right, we gotta eat today. Get to retire early.
Destroyer, the NXT champion. Mr. Williams, it's funny how you still talk like you're the man around here. Well, guess what? You're not the man. What you are is a broken record playing the same hits over and over and over and over again. And nobody's singing along because you are the only one who is still whooping that trick.
It's amazing that's not his like real voice.
Oh, with Emmys?
Yeah, like he's just like a dude.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. The spotlight is moving on, and I suggest you do the same. Because you get one more chance to
He's
stand
so good for being so
side
new.
with me at Stand and Deliver on Saturday, and that will be your last time in the spotlight.
Just like, jeez, he like if anyone should get like the Brock push. Oof, boy.
Your ears don't work that good.
Hope was the dude to do it.
With your braids too tight, they still can't whoop that trick around.
I wonder if we're gonna hear the sound of that Velcro of the belt. Just hey, I hate that noise. So much.
You know, the Velcro with the belt is just like one of my pet peeves, like that they installed in like the championships. Oh, I heard it on my end.
I'm gonna take it back from you on Saturday. I'm helping you out. I'm helping everybody else. Cut the music. Cut the music. Trick. Please, please, please shut your ass up. mean, I don't know. I could be tripping, gang. But like, I guess the young OG was right about Trick Williams a couple weeks ago. I mean, but you come here week after week after week after week after week.
Did you sneeze, the house?
I did.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And honestly, I'm gonna speak for some people here, at least some. We tired of that. Like if you gonna talk about something else. But
Did you guys see the meme of like the Pokemon evolution scale, and it's
Mhm.
Javon, Trick, and Oba?
That's hilarious.
And it's like the Machamp evolution.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Machamp, Machop, Machoke.
I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
Javon, Trick, then Oba.
Yeah, right.
It's so funny because they had like a masked Pokemon named Halucha, and everyone just nicknamed them Rey Mysterio because no one knew. Like, all my friends didn't know any other luchador. I found it really funny.
NXT. You know what I mean? It's like you attract success. You walk into a room and everybody knows who you are. And honestly, I'm not trying to be a smart ass fool, but those 2 times I dropped you, I was hyped about it. Because I didn't drop a regular wrestler.
I might just went blank on who the other
champion.
outstated.
Feel me? That's real talk. I mean, how many times are we gonna hear over Femi will main event WrestleMania in a couple years? It's not if over, it's when you get drafted. I mean, come on, Big O. Come on, champ. Oh no, I did that. Come on, champ. You from the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. We talking about the band. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. I mean, bro, you supposed to get to Raw, SmackDown, and be great. But my problem with you is you walk around this arena, you walk around the performance center, you walk around NXT like all this revolves around you. I'm about to be dead ass with you, bro. This kid from North Carolina wasn't supposed to make it to WWE. But guess what I did, champ? I did that. And you think, yeah. And you think, well, you think you the favorite for Saturday. But little do you know, bro, that's the way I like it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Javon Evans, everybody. The young OG. This is what 20 years looks like. Look at him. 20 years old. You've had a phenomenal rookie year. If anybody knows anything about having phenomenal rookie years, it's the ruler. Isn't that right? And you're the future of this place. But like I said, I'm the present. The future's not here yet. And you're right about one thing. This place does revolve around me. Because I have this. Because I have this.
Oba's hilarious.
Because I have this. I'm the top dog. And you can't help
You know how they announced like Cody's like doing a podcast?
Mhm.
I want like an Oba Femi podcast. Like, I don't care what the subject is. I just want to hear like Oba talk for like an hour per week. Because the dude is really funny.
No. And we gonna talk about Saturday and about how neither you or you can touch me in this damn ring. Because we all
That's
know
what I think is going to happen, and they're both going to get called up.
both of y'all. And that's fact. Well, looks like the time for talk is over. And look, who's standing. Feel like a child, and here we go.
So many triple threats this weekend.
One here. There's one on Mania.
2 on Mania. Is the main event on Saturday and the women's triple threat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the women's triple
That'd be
threat.
two.
I had to think about which one. I knew it was.
Yeah. And then
I knew
like
it was Seth Punk and Roman. I
yeah.
forgot the women's was a triple threat.
And then like TNA's like all their qualifying matches like for the Unbreakable show or triple threat matches. Now, if my knowledge of pro wrestling has me corrected, usually it's people who have the last word at the go home show. That usually
Don't win.
doesn't really happen in the pay per view.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's all right. I could have like Obafemi or like rule over NXT for another year or 5.
Trick needs to go up though,
Yeah, it's beyond time.
and he needs to be put into a title picture right away. So
Yeah,
all the
the-
items just to fuck up.
You know, the speed championship can always use contenders. You know, I like.
That's crazy.
I mean, Trick in 3-minute matches hitting the trick knee, I think is pretty dope. But yeah, I'd say like whatever like show Mello's on, Trick goes on like the opposite brand. Because it's very tempting to put them two back together.
It is.
I want to see it. Gives Mello something to do.
Well, I mean, he's already in a very successful tag team with The Miz. Mellow Do Miz.
I mean, give him a chance.
No, they're undefeated, so why not?
And they're already starting to program with the Profits.
I mean, it's
Mello
like
and Miz.
gotta now that A-Town Down Under's on Raw, you know, you gotta have your own like thrown together tag team on SmackDown. There we go.
But what do we think of the show tonight?
I thought it was pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, from what I saw, like very enjoyable. NXT usually has a good variety and good pacing with not just the matches, the segments, but also the rotation of their talent, which is really enjoyable. It's like everyone gets like a chance to shine, like at least like once or twice a week.
Yeah, we had a lot of people on screen tonight between the backstage segments with the women's tag, the parking lot brawl with Dark State and the family. Jamie's asking you, Cam, was it better than Dynamite?
No comment.
Did Dynamite this week or last week?
Well, last week, because this week hasn't happened yet.
No, yeah, Dynamite. Oof. Yeah, I feel bad for Hook.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that.
Apparently, it wasn't a concussion, so it was something else.
Oh, he got hurt?
Like
he
he threw up in the ring.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
It reminded me of when Woods was Consequences Creed on TNA. He got hit with like a Hurricane Rana and just like puked like right away.
I remember that. That was disgusting.
I was like, oh, like I remember seeing that like when it was like when it was live. I was like, oh, geez. I'm like, I didn't think that would actually happen.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Apparently, like Cena did that at like, a live event, and he was working with Scott Steiner, and this is like just when he started doing the like the rapper like character. Apparently, he like threw up on one side of the ring, and like he pooped his pants on the other side of the ring.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he was working with like the flu or something like that. And I think he said that story at Total Divas once too.
But now that the show is over, we have Stand and Deliver on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do some predictions for the show?
I'm always up for it. Loser has to watch an entire month of Speed.
Oh my god!
Entire month of it?
Entire month. So it's about 15 minutes.
So, well, you have to watch Wednesday and Friday. So it's 24 minutes.
Yeah, depending on if they have a championship match.
Yeah, I think I could deal with that.
Yeah,
that's rough.
I expect a full, in-depth review.
It would give me a reason to do a video, I guess.
Yeah. Trust me, so the algorithm hits on certain things, at least from my experience.
But So right now we have 7 matches for Stand and Deliver after tonight, which is crazy because we started the night with 3.
That's over like a what is it, like a 120% success rate or something?
I mean, we did have 3 of them that were already like set up. We just didn't know all the competitors.
Mhm.
No, 2 of them were set up, and the other 2 got added tonight. So we had 5 potential matches. They added 2 more, so now we have 7 for a 3-hour show. Because the show cannot go longer than 4 p.m. Eastern, because that's when the kickoff starts for Mania. So I'm kind of expecting some of these matches to not be that long, which is kind of unfortunate for the town. But I know one of them is on the pre-show.
I mean, with the because takeovers usually are in that like 2-hour sweet spot mark, right?
Usually like 2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like usually they'll fit like 5 or 6 matches on like a takeover.
Mhm.
So yeah, you just add like another like half hour, another 15 minutes. It's like yeah, you'll get enough time.
I think the match that they're doing on the pre-show is that women's elimination tag match.
Mhm.
Was it that one, or did they put the Dark State and the family on the pre-show?
They put the they
let me
put
take a look.
the
Let me
they put
look at
they put the women's match on the pre-show. The fatal 4-way tag.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what it says on the good old Wikipedia. And when have they ever steered me wrong? Before they wouldn't lie to me.
Let's not go that far.
The internet wouldn't lie to me. They're accurate.
Okay, so let's start with that match then,
Mhm.
since that's the one that's going to be on the pre-show.
Mhm.
The 4 teams are Roxanne and Cora Jade,
Mhm.
Jakara and Lash Legend, Fatal Influence, and Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan. Who do you think is going to earn the tag title shot on Tuesday?
Well, again, I'm biased because I like Gigi Dolan, so I'm hoping Gigi and Tatum win. So that's my pick.
Hadn't provided any evidence that they're actually working to get a Maryland man out of
Just stopping by, Jamie. Appreciate it.
See you later, Jamie.
So you think it's going to be Tatum and Gigi?
Yes.
Administration officials with first-hand knowledge of efforts to bring Omar Abrego
Let's see.
the 29-year-old.
And they're a really fun team.
They are. And it makes a lot of sense because they're just so similar in styles.
Yeah, and it's like, and like what I like about it, just like ironic wise, Gigi was a part of Toxic Attraction, and then Tatum was with Lyra for a little bit for their team. So it's like it's one of those like, we're in a tag team up, now we're back in a tag team. It's like the beer money effect.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. For me, I'm still sticking with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. Like I think they're gonna load up the Tuesday show, like after Stand Deliver. So I feel like that would be an attraction against whoever the women's tag team champions are.
I feel like this kind of gives away who is winning the tag teams on Mania.
Mhm.
If they have Roxanne and Cora win, because I think then you're going to see a title change on Mania, and you're going to put Lyra and Bailey in this spot because of the history that Bailey and Roxanne had.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say necessarily. Because we've seen like heel like women's tag team champions before face off against heel women's tag team, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're going to see Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend win. I think they're the ones that are primed for title run, and I think they're actually going to get called up to the main roster soon.
Mm.
So it would be good to put them up against the tag champs now and actually maybe have them win it.
Hot take.
Let's go next for the 6-man tag, the family versus Dark State.
17th Avenue in Bensonhurst and open it up.
Look at that. They look like they
Gotta go with the Shield Tribution guys, you know.
Tribute.
Gotta go with the boys, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably say Dark State. Obviously, I think they're building them up to be, you know, a big deal right now. So I'm gonna say Dark State.
needed a little more. They need some cones.
I think we're getting Dark State to win this just because we're going to have
It's always,
Channing Stacks turn. I think that's what's going to cause it. I think he actually might be.
One closing it.
He could be affiliated with them in some way or form.
He's the snitch.
Could be. Next match, we'll do the tag team, which is Fraxium versus Hank and Hank. I think Fraxium's retaining. I don't think it's time for a title change yet. I think they end up building that towards versus the Hardys, and that's where I think they'll eventually lose it.
Still investigating the motive, but residents say detectives who returned to the scene.
They've been going through this like story arc with Hank and Tank trying to find themselves as the tag team. So I think they pull up the upset here, you know, and then you have Fraxium get called up because there's not really anything left for them to do in NXT, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think based off of the kind of the awkward energy that I think Nathan Frazier and Axiom have right now, there's gonna be something that's gonna play out during the course of this match. Probably gonna be some miscommunication, and that'll be the reason why I think they lose this match. And yeah, like I said, I think after that, there's really not much for them left to do. And I think they'll probably get called up as a tag team, you know, to add some extra fuel to the tag team division that's very much needed. So.
So we got title change over there for you guys. Okay. Men's North American Championship. Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page. Cam?
I think it'll be Ricky Saints to retain. Ethan Page is another guy I think could potentially be another call up soon. Plus, on top of that, he's kind of being used as like the kind of like the workhorse right now. He's everywhere. I mean, he's over in TNA getting TNA World Championship matches. He's in NXT getting championship matches. So I think he's going to be a big deal once he gets called up. So, but I think Ricky Saints retains.
Yeah, ditto. I think Ricky Saints retains. Now, is Ethan getting the TNA title shot before or after this match?
I want to say after.
Okay. Because I was going to see.
I'm not totally sure on that one.
Yeah, because with TNA, like their dates mix me up a little bit because sometimes like they'll have the shows on Friday, on Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, Ricky Saints retains here. Ethan Page, like Cam said, it's not. He's like the perfect like plug-in guy. You know, you put him in a feud, he's probably going to excel in it. And I think it's not a matter of if, but when he gets called up.
Is he fighting at Unbreakable?
I believe so. Yeah.
Let me see. It's either that or Rebellion.
I think it's Unbreakable.
Is this Thursday.
Okay, let me double check.
Trying to see if I can.
Rebellion. It's the 27th.
Okay, so he's fighting after this match. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ricky Saints is going to retain as well. He just won it. I don't think they're going to have him lose it that quick. Women's North American ladder match. 6 competitors are Kalani Jordan, Dia Hale, Izzy Dane, Soruka, Zarya, and Lola Vice.
Slim pickings. Probably Zarya. Because see Thea Hale, it might be a little bit too early because she just returned. Izzy and Lola, I think, probably cancel each other out. Kalani, she's already been champ before, so I think Zarya would probably be the one, and with Soruka holding another championship that she may or not win tomorrow, is that might be a sign that she might be
Oh,
on her way up.
spoiler alert.
I said may or may not win.
For me, I'm kind of on the same mindset. I'm thinking Zarya too. A part of me kind of thinks Thea Hale just because of based off what happened tonight. I mean, like tonight, that match literally it wasn't so much a qualifying match. It was more so really just the spotlight for Thea Hale. It was really just to create that hype for that that last competitor to be in this match. So it's possible it could be Thea Hale. And then like I said, they could use that as fuel to really bring back a revamped a 2.0 version of Chase U. So it's possible, but I'm sticking with Zarya just because I don't know. I definitely think she's going to be somebody. It's going to be a big deal. She's definitely not ready to be called up yet. So at least not before she wins either championship. So I'm taking Zarya.
I would love for Zarya to win it. I think they're going to put on Lola Vice, though. She's been in a title picture for North American Championship for a long time. She was in the main title picture as well. I think she's put in the work. I think she's done what she needs to do there. And I think it's time to reward her. Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way. Julia, Stephanie, Jordan Grace, and Beta Parker. Who you got, Richie?
I'm going to Stephanie on this one, just because it seems like they're basing the women's division around her at this point, and I think that's a good move, just because I think the crowd's really receptive towards her, which kind of surprised me because Julia was like such a hyped in figure coming in, and Stephanie was just kind of like number two for a while, but she got some might say even more over than Julia to a certain degree, and I think like Stephanie being that person in her first outing, defeating like 4 contenders off the bat, then you could separate that to like the Stephanie Julia feud. Julia puts over Stephanie again, and then Julia gets called up, and then you have Stephanie still in NXT.
Cam?
I'm gonna say Stephanie retains, but I could also see Jada winning this as well. Like I said, she's been somebody that's been a rock, I think, for this women's division for a while now. I think ever since her match with Roxanne Perez, back when Roxanne Perez was women's champion, that was really like her breakout moment during that course of that match. So it's only a matter of time before she wins the championship. I don't see how many more opportunities they're going to put her in for her not to win the championship. So I could see her as a close second to potentially win this match as well. But I'm going to stick with Stephanie to retain.
I can agree with you guys on that. I also think this is the one chance that they can do to where they can have her lose the belt without her getting pinned.
Yeah.
And protect
Stephanie. Yeah.
And have her go up to the main roster fairly quickly from there. If that is the case, which I think it will be, I think Jordan Grace is winning this belt. And Julia both go to the main roster at the same time, with Jordan Grace not far behind.
I feel like with Stephanie, she's still kind of cooking in NXT a little bit because she said initially she said main roster, then she said NXT, so she could work on her English. So I think she sticks around for a little bit longer.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that, and I can definitely see it. I just think with the Stephanie and Julia storyline right now, if they're going to have one go up, I think they just put them both up so they can continue the feud there, because it would give them comfortability with who they're working with. And then last but not least, the men's championship. Oba versus Shavon Evans versus Triple Williams.
I would say Oba retains. I think they're going to have him on a run, kind of similar to what he went when he was with the NXT North American champion. I think he's just going to be dominant right now. So and that's respectable because, like I said, I think he's kind of owed that. He did a lot of great things, had a lot of great matches when he was North American champion. So he's really gonna. This is really just his time. It's really just his run right now on top. And then I think Javon Evans obviously will still stay down in NXT and develop. Trick Williams, I think, will be the one. This is I would say this is probably his final match or rematch or whatever you want to call it for the championship, because I think after Mania he will be probably one of the ones that probably needs to be called up, because I don't see what else there is left for him to do. So, but yeah, Oba retains.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Oba retains. For whatever reason, like Oba Femi and triple threat matches just work. Like I think he had 2 North American championship matches that were like awesome triple threat matches. That was like one with Dijak and Briggs, and the other one was Wesley and gosh, I'm blanking on the name. I'm not sure if that was Briggs as well.
No, the Briggs one was with
was-
Dijak, and that's
yeah.
the match here.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember it was but it was Oba, Wesley, and somebody else.
I can't remember who it was, but yes, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. And that was
Yeah.
great.
I wasn't sure if it was like Lexus King or somebody like that. But yeah, I think Oba retains. Might be a hot take. I don't think anybody gets called up from this matchup. I think Trick, they're gonna marinate him a little bit more. Like I think they want to wait for him to get like that one-on-one rematch for the NXT Championship and then call him up, or perhaps do like a heel run there, because
Fair.
he hasn't really like done a solo heel run yet. I think him and Javon can do a good program. Him and Oba have been solid together. So I think this is like part 1 of like a bigger story with each and every one of these guys involved. But Oba's going to just continue doing Oba things and just dominating.
I agree. Oba's going to continue to have his run in NXT. In regards to what you said about Trick, do you think he gets called up during the draft? Like has a little, like another month or so down there and then gets called up? Or...
I would say so, just because that's always kind of been. I mean, who knows with Triple H being in charge now? I don't know. Things are all mixed up and different now, but how they were doing it before, go back to Black and Gold days. This is how they were doing it. They would always, whoever was champion at the time, then would lose a title, and then would go back on their chase to get it back, and then they would have maybe 1, maybe 2 rematches or whatever. Then after that, they would be gone and they would get called up. So that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like this is Trick's send off in his last real shot at the championship. So I mean, it would shock me if he won this match.
Mhm.
But again, like I said before, I don't see that happening. So that's what I'm saying. I think this will be Trick's send off. And then, like I said, during the course of the draft, I mean, maybe the draft. The draft is still kind of, I don't know, some weeks away or whatever, but it could be, who knows? I mean, it could be the Raw after Mania for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So,
and it was quite amazing because like when Trick, I think this was like his second appearance on the main roster, because I think he did like a quick backstage when he was North American champion for like that week. Like when he saved Mello on like SmackDown, and the crowd was already chanting "Whoop that Trick," and he wasn't even like on television. You know what I mean? I don't think it was like a smart crowd, but like a smart, like indie smart crowd. But it's just kind of like they see like a lot of star potential in him. So I could see them pulling that trigger sooner rather than later if he's ready or not. I do think he has improved over the past year. I don't think it's like a tremendous like night and day difference, but I think it's enough where it's like, all right, let's see if he could like sink or swim on the main roster.
I think if he gets up to the main roster and starts working with the talent that's more experienced, I think it'll just help him hone his skill a little bit better and get more refined.
And then Ilya Dragunov comes back and just hits him with the H-bomb, and then he goes back to NXT.
When is he coming back?
Ilya, I mean, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, I think they said like somewhere in like September-ish was like the goal.
When did he get hurt? I'm trying to think.
He got hurt late last year, so it was like,
because they were starting like a program between him and Judgment Day.
It was like, I want to say September, October last year, something like that.
Like they're playing like the long game a little bit, depending on how the tear is.
So
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to come back in like July. But yeah,
now,
according
see
to
if it's not like I agree with that. Now, see if it's not a tear like what Seth had. 'Cause
Yeah.
Seth tore both ACL and MCL completely.
Yeah.
So if it's not something like that, yeah, I could probably expect him back by the summer, probably SummerSlam.
Yeah, it just depends on how what grade tear it is and just like just recovery time. Because people were already saying like a couple months after surgery, he was already back at the PC. Like just
Which
training.
is insane.
Oh, it's Ilya Dragunov. The man is
Yeah, he's a tank.
just like crazy. And I was really bummed because I was like, oh man, he's like finally like getting over with the crowd, and then he just gets sidelined by Gunther.
Yeah, he suffered it in September of last year.
So it'll be like late summer, early fall, probably.
Yeah, PWN was reporting that it would be September, so roughly about a 12-month turnaround, which is what we saw for Charlotte when she was out.
Mhm.
But we've seen earlier than that by other superstars as well. So just depends on how his progress is going. Yeah, it was that. It was disappointing because he was finally in like a good place, and everybody was getting he was getting over. Everybody was cheering for him and everything.
I just miss seeing the H bomb. Like, who doesn't like just like a giant like jumping forearm smash to your face?
He's definitely unique, that's for sure.
I still want him versus Gunther. That's what I want again.
Oh my god, that'd be insane.
Like, I feel like if Gunther is still losing his mind by then, if he happens to lose to Jay at Mania, like Ilya just coming out, like because they had like a little stare down after Ilya lost to Jay. That's another thing they have in common. They all like Gunther could lose to Jay, Ilya lost to Jay. Everyone loses to Jay. That's the moral of 2025. It's those merch sales, man. Gotta sell those merch.
Overall, I thought NXT tonight was great.
Yes.
Good setup for Stand and Deliver. And I'm expecting Stand and Deliver to be a banger like always for NXT because they don't seem to miss on PLEs.
It's a good healthy mix of like ending stories, beginning new stories, and just like I always see Stand and Deliver as almost like a graduation kind of show for a lot of people. And I definitely do have that feeling with a couple of people that I'm seeing on NXT. And it's going to be like a lot of names that we probably won't see coming who are going to get called up.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of like it's almost like their version of Slammiversary, you know, so.
And I feel like Ridge Holland's going to be called up just because I know how they do with like the main roster contract talent is that they'll call them up just because like they're not going to pay you main roster money just to be in NXT. So
when he hasn't really been doing anything the last couple weeks.
Yeah, like they did that with Dijak. They did that with Corbin.
Yeah, but what happened with those two?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's like a good thing. I'm just saying he'll probably be called up because he's making main roster money.
Shotzi's probably next. That's why they took her away from.
Yep, that's another
Gigi
one.
and Tatum. So
I don't know. I like the Powerpuff Girls together.
Powerpuff Girls, that's great.
Oof.
Well,
did you guys see that leaked like CW trailer of the Powerpuff Girls?
No.
Yes.
Oh my
god,
that
was wild.
It was so good. So Scouts, have you heard of this?
No.
So the CW greenlit like a live action version of the Powerpuff Girls. Like they're all adults, like out of college and stuff like that. It's like a darker, like racier version of Powerpuff Girls, and the trailer got leaked. And oh my god, it is crazy. It's like if you ever watched any of the CW shows, as we saw NXT right here, oh boy howdy, it makes my Sol Ruka as a surfing vampire idea look like it could be plausible.
Oh yeah, that's his big thing. He thinks Sol Ruka should be a surfing vampire.
No, I don't think. I know that's a complete difference. I have a creative mind, Scouts. Let me.
Hey, on the CW, anything's possible.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get the crossover in. Yeah, and now she has a speed championship match because of me. I got her in that tournament.
But yeah, I'm excited for Stand and Deliver on Saturday. Crazy amount of wrestling this entire week.
Yes,
It's overstimulating.
There
to say
is
the least.
Yeah.
every single day until next Saturday.
Yeah. Gonna take like a week break after. I'm just like
A lot
just
of
gonna be in different holds while I'm sleeping.
But anything else you guys want to touch on before we head on out?
That's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me too. NXT is still, I think, one of those under the radar shows that people should be keeping their eye on.
They definitely should. To me, it is the best show that is out there. It's the most complete out of all of them. But yeah, where can everybody find you?
Oh my goodness, I haven't done this in a long time. Of course, you can find me on River City Radio every single Monday night with me and Metalcore Mike for the table spot after Monday Night Raw. Of course, we do the Monday Night Raw watch along as well. And then you can find me right there again every single Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite, and of course the Boom. Talk about some AEW Dynamite on the Boom with me, Metalcore Mike, and of course Phil Khan. And then you can find me on my socials on TikTok at Call Me Cam G, and of course Cam's Wrestling Corner. You can find me on Twitter /X at CamandCheese317. And if all of that does not sizzle your bacon, you can find me on Instagram at 317 Bacon, Eggs, and Cam.
Update on what commuters don't want to know.
Richie?
Those were a lot of cool names. I don't have nearly enough cool names like that. So at the bottom right here, at Retold Richie Mars on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Post about 3 or 4 TikTok videos a day on like current wrestling happenings and stuff like that. Also have a podcast, Wrestling Retold and Relive with Richie Mars. I'm Richie Mars. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. The episode's released on this week. The new episode is going to be comparing WrestleMania 31 to WrestleMania 41. See how things have changed since that illustrious Heist of the Century episode. And you can find me on World Championship Wreckage for the new series that I'm part with Dad Hat Wrestling. We go over TNA wrestling in our show Bound for Impact, where we go over storyline, an act, or a show, and we just talk about it. Our first episode dropped, and it is on Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe, the entirety of the rivalry, or at least the good bulk until Joe wins the championship. Spoilers, at Lockdown 2008. And yeah, you could just find me at the ats below, and yeah, just like talking about wrestling.
I'm Scales. You can find me here every week on NXT on Tap. This week, you can see me on WrestleMania predictions. It'll be Thursday night at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube as well as on our Twitch. Friday night, we'll be doing an NHL playoff preview with myself, Jamie, and Shadow. And then you can find me over on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram at either at Off the Top Media or at Off the Top Media _. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It was a pleasure to be here with Cam and Rich. Hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll see y'all soon. Have a great evening.